All right, let's start. We begin with the Norwin Knights, and they open the home portion of their schedule with a dominant win against Kiski area, enacting the mercy rule. A second quarter connection between Tristan Tavares and Potter Brzeski opened up a two-score lead, with myself and Brian Brozeski providing the commentary.
From the 13, Tavares, plenty of time. Take a shot over the middle. Brzeski has it, extends, and he is in for a 13-yard touchdown.
Yeah, I tell you what, give Tristan a lot of credit right there. What he did is he showed patience. Potter was a little bit indecisive about what hole he's going to find. He went to the second hole, second window on the curl, and Tristan just delivered a beautiful ball. And then Potter getting upfield, able to use his length to go ahead and stretch the ball in and get a touchdown right there.
Typical dad right there. He wants to give credit to somebody else first. Talking about how Tristan showed that great patience. He did. But Potter, man, he has that size. He has that length to be able to do things like that. That was really nice. I think we're going to see that a lot this year, Sean. He showed out. Those two guys, the connection against Penn Trafford, and then it showed up against Kiski again.
Yeah, he also had a very nice interception defensively with Brozeski. Didn't quite make plays of the week, however. We continue with Derry area. I know that the Trojans are on the wrong side of a lopsided outcome against Freeport. Max Doherty provided another highlight as his bruising touchdown run in the second quarter kept Derry in the game, as called by John Flickinger and Bob Lisinski.
Donovan and Kakuga over there as extra blockers. Doherty will have his best carry of the night as he's headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Max Doherty kept the legs turning, found a little crack, and exploited it. And the Trojans are on the board. It's 21-6.
And no penalty, Johns.
I know, I was waiting. Did you notice?
So it's going to count.
Big touchdown at the time for the Trojans. A nice start to the season for Max Doherty. Did so against Ligonier Valley, scored some touchdowns, and then makes it 21-6 with that short carry there. But unfortunately, the Trojans just could not carry that momentum to the second half. Freeport runs away with it.
We will continue plays of the week with Jeanette, and while the skill players are the ones who are usually garnering the headlines for the Jayhawks, it was a defensive lineman who made perhaps the biggest play of the night at Apollo Ridge as Carmine Dianuntis snagged an interception in the second quarter of a tied game, with Brent Wiggum and Anthony D'Annunzio painting the picture.
2nd and 10 here. Clausen in the pistol. Back to pass, setting up the screen, and it's going to be picked off! Right in the middle of the field. Look at Carmine go. He's going to bully his way down inside the 45 to the 43. The big defensive tackle with an INT. Carmine Dianuntis was so surprised he got that football, didn't know what to do with it, kind of looked around and took off and ran over a couple Vikings. So great job, Carmine Dianuntis. And Jeanette has now forced 3 first half turnovers, 2 fumbles, 1 interception.
Sean, it's awesome giving some love to the big guy there. I mean, there were so many touchdowns scored in the game, but you got to give some love there to the big interception, the big defensive tackle, and that was pretty cool to see. Anytime you see a big guy running with the football, it's awesome.
Now, he didn't get a touchdown, but he still made a big play that
he did.
Certainly swung the momentum in favor of the Jayhawks. We continue plays of the week with Franklin Regional. I know the Panthers struggled for most of the night at home against Hempfield. The second quarter was a bright spot, and Jet Taylor sparked a surge with his touchdown run that got FR on the board, with Jonathan Whaley highlighting the action.
As Dan and I both would agree, we've seen enough of this man. It'll be a fantastic performance. So looking forward to that. And now they get a runner. That'll be the Jet. The Jet across the field to the right. Touchdown. 30-yard touchdown run. 5. None other than number 17 in your program. Number 1 in the Panther fans' heart. Jet Taylor Jr. A 30-yard, and I want to see this again myself, Dan Flickinger. From the shotgun, hands it off at the 35, goes straight, Jet breaks it to his right, then makes another guy miss, and he makes another guy miss. Good blocker tip down that field for the Panthers, and then at that point he evades the tackler, and the Panthers are on the board with 5:28 to play in the first half.
Big run there by Jet Taylor. I swear he carried the ball on every offensive play. It seemed that way in the first half for Franklin Regional and didn't take a break either. He was absolutely huge, and he's going to be huge for the Panthers going forward. And I know Jonathan's going to have a lot of fun with the name Jet.
Absolutely. Well, we wrap up plays of the week on the other side of the field with Hempfield area because the night belonged to the Spartans, including a defensive score in the fourth quarter by Jack Kopis to seal the Hempfield victory, maybe steal it as well, with JW again on the call.
Panthers need a big distance play at this stage of the game. Hempfield area showing no signs they're going to give it up, though. Dropping back, they throw it out to the flat. It's intercepted at the 28-yard line. Touchdown. And number 3 for Hempfield, 28-yard Jack Kopis with a 28-yard interception return. Interception return by Jack Kopis. He's been contributing on the scoreboard here tonight. And that, ladies and gentlemen, could be the coup de grace. You see him step in at about the 29, and he's got nothing but green turf, and he takes it down with 3 minutes and 27 seconds left in the football game.
Tremendous read there by Jack Kopis. He just jumps in front of the pass, intercepted, returns it for 6. That always feels good to kind of salt the game away with pick 6.
Did you see Ted Kopis?
I did not see Ted Kopis at the game. We're in regular contact. He's a member of the Boosters, and we work together on sponsors and things like that, but I did not see him at the game, no.
You didn't hear him cheering loudly?
I'm sure
he
was there, yeah. Sure, he was yelling, I'm sure. So.
Well, Flick, that's going to do it for this edition of
Hold on 1 second, Sean. 1 second. I know we didn't even talk about this before the show. I'm springing something on you right now. I have a bonus play.
This is not on the script right now.
It's not, no. I don't even have your script. This is on the not plays of the week. You know how SportsCenter does the not top 10?
Mm-hmm.
We got to go back to this Hempfield game and do a not play of the week. All right, I even have my own script. It's on my phone.
My interest is piqued.
It's on my phone. By the way, is that Piqued or Paked? You're the spelling.
No, I think it's the Q.
Wizard.
Yeah, it's the Q one.
I was right the first time. Anyway, let's do this. The not top play of the week. With Hempfield leading 31-14 late in the fourth quarter, the Spartans' Xavier Smith intercepted a pass and returned it down to the 2-yard line, losing a valuable piece of clothing in the process. Jonathan Whaley has the call.
And that one's tipped, and it's intercepted at the 42-yard line. He's going to run it down to the 10, to the 5, and will be tackled short of the end zone down to about the 2. He's looking over his right shoulder. There's some contact. He escapes that. Panther grabbing his shirt, pulling down his pants. In the process, he still keeps going. He wanted that touchdown. And one of his teammates tried to help drag him into the end zone, but he couldn't do it. And they ended up getting stopped.
Yes, please.
That's a play that it didn't result in a touchdown, but that's going to be the most memorable play for anyone who was tuning in or was there.
Oh my gosh. That was sent. I sent every person I sent that to, I think, sent it to like 50 people. And then, of course, you have the unsportsmanlike personal foul after that, which I know, I mean, give credit to Xavier, man. He tweeted something after the game apologizing to everybody, and Nick Kiefer said, was saying that showed leadership and all that stuff. But for us, that
showed a lot. It definitely showed a lot, Dan.
We're not a direct part of the team, so we're allowed to kind of laugh at it. And oh my God, that'll be one we never forget for sure. And Jonathan didn't even realize it until we showed the super slow motion replay of it, which
I'm sure
Xavier loved that.
We showed a super slow motion replay, yes.